Thank you very much, Senator King. Senator Shaheen.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And Secretary McHugh, General Odierno, I know you've had a very long morning, and so I just have a brief question. But before I ask that, I just wanted to express my condolences to both of you, to everyone in the Army over the tragedy at Fort Hood. I know that we all share in mourning the victims and in offering condolences to their families. I wanted to ask both of you about a hearing that I held yesterday in the Readiness Committee, where Assistant Secretary Hammock, we were discussing the whole issue of Brac, and she commented, and I'm going to paraphrase, but we have the quote if you would like to see it. But she paraphrased. To paraphrase what she said is that if the Army, I assume DOD, can't get the authorization for Brac in 2017, that you would go ahead, you might go ahead and list some bases for closure in your budget request because of the concerns about the ability to continue to run those bases in the way that they should be run. And while I appreciate the budget constraints that defense has at this time because of sequestration, and certainly think we should do everything possible to roll back those automatic cuts, I found it troubling that the military forward without working in conjunction with Congress. And so I wonder if you could respond to that.
Thank you, Senator. I obviously didn't get a chance to review personally Secretary Hammock's comments, but let me tell you the Army's view. Having gone through 3 base closure rounds as a member of Congress, I understand how difficult they are. I also understand that the way in which we need to pursue that and the way in which we realize the most savings is working with Congress, particularly through a base closure process that is endorsed in law. This Congress has provided us certain flexibilities to, short of a Brac, make decisions on excess facility and excess structure shedding, and we'll certainly look at the authorities that you have provided, Congress has provided us in law. But in terms of an actual base closure round, certainly my view, my position, that will only occur should this Congress give us the authority to do that.
Thank you. I very much appreciate that response, and I know we're awaiting some information about the European infrastructure and what can be done there, so I look forward to receiving that. But I very much appreciate your answer. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Senator Shaheen. Thank you for raising that subject. I had not heard of that comment until you just reported it. And I would just tell you, Mr. Secretary, that if our Army or any of the other services proposes something in the budget which is not compliant with the Brac process, in other words, front-running the Brac process, it will be doubly difficult for the military. Be triply difficult to get a Brac process going. I mean, I supported the last Brac process, by the way. I know how difficult it is to get a Brac process, but it will set any possibility of such a process back many, many years if there's an effort to obviate the law. And I think that's basically what you just told Senator Shaheen, and I very much welcome that assurance as well.